All right, go ahead, Ali.
So, well, I'm looking at the way the video portrayed relationships. I guess the way he was trying to convey what he was saying, but I look at relationships more so on a collective than I do individual. And what I mean by that is the same thing. Tying back to what Anton was saying, which I'm gonna address right now too. When there's people who speak the truth, and when there's people that's addressing accountability, people hate that today. People hate the truth today, and people hate accountability. The most divisive relationship that occurs is someone that makes other people comfortable by telling them the truth, and then we'll change that. And what we said on another panel about mental health is we'll call it gaslighting, we'll call it triggers, when it's actually weaknesses that we're still not addressing as a people. So all the brothers and sisters on this panel, if I really love you and care about you, which I love and care and respect about everyone, I'm going to tell the truth regardless of how uncomfortable it makes someone, regardless of the feelings that comes out of someone, regardless of how someone takes it, regardless of someone say I hate, they think I hate them, regardless if they think I'm speaking negative. Because it's what's funny is a lot of things we push in relationships collectively is some people what we love to do now. We love materialism, we love consumerism, we love anything and everything except for strong families and strong people. So if we tie all this back again and we talk about obedience, discipline, and the training of a code and behavior of two people, of men and women supposed to be investing in manhood, this is the part what Anton was talking about, which I acknowledge every single time, is that we all will say one thing out of one side of our mouth, and then we'll use everything else to deflect from being accountable and addressing the truth of us supposed to maintain each other. So when we say mirrors, relationships are mirrors, it transcends beyond even our individual selves. You're a mirror of your father, his grandfather, and the things that he does say, and all we say is how we can become the triumphs of our fathers, or we become the sins of our fathers. So until we move collectively in relationships and acknowledging that we got to get rid of them words like triggers and gaslighting and see it as weakness, as something when someone's saying something. If I say something, if I love you to death and respect you to death, and you ask me what I can do to change my life, and I tell you, you can either go, I'm going to do that, or I'm triggered or offended by it. Same thing with JR, same thing with Anton, same thing with Mr. Let Go, Trigger, Bruiser, all the brothers on here. If I go to a Bruiser and Bruiser goes, man, you lazy as hell. You don't want to do nothing for nobody else but yourself. You a narcissist. And I go, that's my trigger. I'm gaslighted now. I know that's my weakness, and I'm refusing to address it. So until we collectively are addressing each other first in the mirror, and we are acknowledging what makes beautiful and great people who are accountable and tell the truth, for strong people that don't aspire for weakness, then the mirrors don't mean anything until we actually look in the mirror. And if I need to bring Michael Jackson up when he said, I'm talking to the man in the mirror, that song said it more than anything. Like, until we can talk about everybody else, we got to look at ourselves in the mirror, and it does become our greatest mirrors, us first, and then it's reflective of people we connected to. So we either going to trauma bond with other people and become narcissists who trauma bond, or we going to bond each other to build great, beautiful relationships that build families.